Hi everyone, today I'm filming a video that I've been meaning to film for so long. I've talked about this before too, and I want to say it's been like a month now maybe? Wow, I am the worst YouTuber ever. But I got a huge PR package, so thank you so much from FragranceNet, and they sent me a bunch of Betsey Johnson makeup to try out, so that's what we're going to do today. So if you have not already heard about FragranceNet, it's basically a website that sells discounted perfumes and stuff like that for way lower prices than you could get it at the store, and it's obviously a very legit site. This site has been around for forever, and the reason why they're able to have their prices so low is because they're cutting out the middleman, so everything is just shipped from them directly. And I don't know, I'm just really excited. And I do want to say though that I don't think that the makeup is as discounted as their fragrances. I could be wrong. I don't have like all the prices of everything in front of me. I will pop it up on the screen while I am talking about the products, and I will also link everything down below in the description box if you want to go check anything out. So I think we should just get into it. So I just want to show you like the things that I have here. And I guess I will start by the one thing that I totally forgot to use that I should have. So I got this little case here with some makeup brushes in it. It came with a sponge. I don't like sponges, so I didn't use it. And it also came with a bunch of brushes. Now this brush here came with the highlighter that I'm going to use. Not really my kind of highlighting brush, but I could see this being really good for like blush or bronzer. It's really, really soft. Blush, brush, brush, blush, blush, brush. Oh my god, I can't speak. And I also got these brushes, and they look honestly really, really nice. This is a nice like angled brush. It's very stiff, so I feel like this could actually be really nice for like the lower lash line. And I also got like two face brushes. This one I'm really excited about. I've been so into like a very cheap angled brush that I've had for forever. See this one right here? So these are so similar. This one I think is from a where did I get that? I think I bought like a cheap brush set from Shein or something like that, and this was in here, and I've been using that for my bronzer or my contour ever since I bought it, and I absolutely love it. So now I have another angle. Like, this is called a brush, Annette. It's called a brush. So now I have another angled brush, which is nice. So I also got these two I also got these two eyeshadow brushes. What is wrong with me today? Me and brushes don't get along. Talking about brushes is so hard, you have no idea. So I got these two eyeshadow brushes, which they look so nice. Like this packing brush right here, I can't wait to use that. And this is a great size for an eyeshadow brush for me, just like a crease brush. So definitely will be using those, and if I don't reach for them, please yell at me because I could easily forget. So that's what was in this little pouch here. It's so cute. And I also have a bunch of stuff in here. I have an eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. Not really my cup of tea, but that is totally fine. We will make this work. I did swatch this. Some of these shimmers swatched so much better than expected. So I definitely think that we can get a good look out of this. See, usually I will do retakes if I do mess up something, but I feel like today I'm just like not in a mood to repeat myself 20 times, so I'm just gonna leave it in, and you can laugh at me because I mess up all the time. So next up we have some lip products, and I actually want to show you these ones first because I think I want to try some of these on right now because my lips are so dry. And so basically what these are, they are duo lip glosses. And I will take these out. So in here we have what looks to be 3 nameless glosses. So they don't have any names, but there's basically one that's kind of on a nude side with more of a holographic type gloss. It's kind of like a peachy, pinky, nudie kind of gloss. It's beautiful. And then we have one that's more on like the mauve side as well with like a sparkly topper. And then there's also one that's pink with some glitters on the other side as well. And I think these are beautiful. Now I don't know what I want to wear on my lips or on my eyes later, but I figure I'm going to switch out of this into one of the liquid lipsticks when I'm done. So I really want to try on like the kind of mauve one. So I think we're going to start by just putting this on because I am very interested in this, because this is the kind of product that I could see myself just like having in my purse, because I like that there are 2 options in this, and I also like that it's a dual-ended gloss and it's not a lipstick with a gloss, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this before. So I'm gonna go in with the non-sparkly side, so I'm gonna use this side right here. Actually, before I do that, I need to take a sip of soda because I'm not gonna be able to do that after putting on gloss because then it gets all gross. Okay, let's put on this gloss now. It's actually really, really pretty. I do prefer, I've said this so many times, I do prefer having a lip liner with a gloss just to make the lines a bit more even. But this one is pretty pigmented, and I honestly am not sure if I would even need a liner with this. See, that is actually super pretty. I wish these had names on them. I don't know why they don't. Maybe I'm just blind. Maybe I just need to keep looking. But all I can see is like this little thing on the back here, and it just says like the name of the gloss type, but it doesn't have like a separate name on each of the glosses, which is kind of weird. It could just be because they're sold in sets of 3. I'm not really sure, to be honest. So far I like this gloss though. I am going to probably pop one of the sparkly sides on top of a matte liquid lipstick when I'm done with, you know, the rest of my face and all that, so we can try out the liquid lipsticks as well. So as you can tell, I already have my bronzer and blush on because there wasn't any bronzers or blushes in here. It is mostly just lip and eye products, which I'm totally fine with because those are my favorite kinds of makeup anyway. But I do have some highlighting sticks. I don't know how well these are going to lay on top of my powder, but I figured we'd try it anyway. So I have 2 here. This is what they look like. I'll show you the swatches. So we have one that is more on the gold side and one that's more on like the pinky side. They might be a little bit too dark for me, but we're going to find out. So I guess I'm going to probably try the kind of gold one. I feel like that one's going to be the lightest of the 2. Now, I am not very good at applying like cream highlighters, especially on top of powder. I don't want to go in with a stick because I feel like it's going to disrupt the foundation that I have on. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a little brush and maybe try to apply it with that. I'm not sure if that's the best idea, but I think that's what I'm going to do. You know what, maybe I'll just take my finger. I think I'm going to take my finger and just kind of warm it up that way, and hopefully I'll be able to pat this on without making a mess here. So let's try this. Okay, I think actually that color works really well on me. I thought for whatever reason that this was going to be too dark, but this is actually quite nice. And I also have a powder highlighter that I want to try as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to only put the cream on one side, and then I'm gonna do the highlighter on the other side, because otherwise I feel like we're not really going to see what the highlighter looks like on its own, if that makes any sense. So I do think this is looking pretty nice, and I feel like it's blended into the rest of my products pretty nicely. Actually, that is really nice. I quite like that. So I guess what I'll do is I'll find the powder highlighter. I'm sorry if I'm very disorganized right now. Oh, it's right here. So this is the powder highlighter. This is what it looks like. And I'm not sure how well you can see in the swatch, but it looks very similar to the cream stick highlighter. So I'm going to put this on my other cheek now, just so we can kind of compare the 2 and see what they look like. It picks up a lot on my brush here, so I really have to tap this off to not have too much product. It does look a little bit too dark, but again, so did the other one. So we're just gonna kind of put this on and see what happens. I mean, that is honestly quite beautiful. I feel like these are looking very similar, which, I mean, is good because I don't want to walk around with 2 different highlighters on my face, but that is looking really, really, really nice. So that is what this highlighter is looking on without the cream. So this is just a powder and this is a cream, and I feel like they look very similar. I almost feel like the cream blended out nicer. Maybe I just have more control of my finger. Maybe I need to use my finger more. Interesting. So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a little bit of this powder highlighter on top of the cream highlighter and just see like how intense, wow, that's going to look. And the answer is extremely intense. Wow though, this color, I feel like this color is really good on me. Like you can't see it when I look straight ahead, but when I turn my head, whew, that is bright. I don't know if I'll be able to get this to be the same intensity, but I'm just going to keep layering this and see if they end up looking the same. I can't stop looking in the viewfinder. Like that is so intense. But that actually looks really, really, really nice. Gonna put a lot on my nose because I know you guys love when I do my little nose highlighter. I think that is beautiful actually. I really like this highlighter. I wasn't sure about the color, but I like this a lot. So let's see, what do we do next? I feel like we're on to eyes already. Oh, and before we get into the rest of this, I want to show you something else because I actually got this Betsey Johnson fragrance as well. This is a giant bottle, and I'll be honest, I'm not really into fragrances. I think it's mostly because, see, I want to be into fragrances, but I hate spending money on it. I think that's what it is. And I also don't like going into like a perfume store and smelling everything because it's just so overwhelming. And I also just don't really know what I like. But one thing I do know is that I really like this one. Now, I can't really explain to you what it smells like, but it's definitely more of like it's kind of a sweet smell, but like not too sweet. I really like this, honestly. I think this smells so good. This is totally my kind of scent. Maybe I should like look up and see what the notes on this say. I don't think it says anywhere. I don't know, but regardless, I love this and I am so happy I was able to test this out because this is not something that I ever would have bought myself. And honestly, I didn't even know that Betsey Johnson had fragrances. So really happy about that, honestly. So, okay, let's just move on to ice now. I do want to show you one thing that I will not be using in this video because I did get a pack of lashes here. And some of these lashes look really nice. This is what the lashes look like. And these two right here, like, I think I would use these, you know? But you guys know me, I'm not really a lash type of person, so these will be going in my drawer of lashes that I will probably never use, or maybe I will give them to someone else who might use them. But I feel like lashes is one of those things that I kind of want to have in my collection in case a situation comes up where, who knows, maybe I want to put on some lashes that aren't magnetic, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's cool to have. So let's move on to the eyeshadow palette, I think. So this is obviously what I am the most excited about. So again, this is what the palette looks like. I also did swatch this palette. I don't know if I said that. I did the intro twice and I messed up the first time, and I said the first time that I did swatch this palette, but I did swatch this palette and some of the shimmers in here are absolutely beautiful. I was quite blown away, if I'm being honest, and I wasn't expecting much. But the reason why the swatches don't look the best is just because the pans in here are so small. Like, I can't get my fingers in here to properly swirl my finger around, so it was really hard to get like good swatches out of the mattes, because I find with matte shadows you really need to dig your finger in there for, you know, the swatches to come out to look good. So we're just gonna try them on the eyes. So I'm gonna prime with my MAC paint pot if I can find that. Eyes are primed, and I think what I want to do is I want to do something kind of pinky purple. Might also use some of the black. I haven't really decided, but I feel like mostly I'll be using this side of the palette as well as probably this gold, because that gold swatched so good. So I'm going to start by taking Cartwheel and I'm going to put that into my crease, and I'm going to use my little brush here because I love the feel of this brush. Like, it's kind of on the dense side and it's like a domed brush, so it's going to be great for just packing color into my crease here. I'm just going to be putting this in my whole crease. Just see how this color lays down. So like, first impression is looking extremely streaky. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it almost like, I don't know, it's almost like it doesn't want to stick more than like one place on my eye, and it's just leaving a kind of sharp line in here, right in my crease, and I'm having a hard time blending that out. Like, I have to use very hard pressure on my brush here, and the brush is actually really good. Like, I like the brush. It's definitely not the brush's fault. It is blending out, but it's definitely taken a little bit of time to get the blend the way that I like it. Not terrible though. I mean, that looks pretty good now that I have it blended out. Isn't my favorite pink. Not even close, but we're definitely going to make this work. And I feel like it's obvious, and I don't need to say this, but this is of course not a sponsored video or anything like that. They were just kind enough to send me these products hoping that I would maybe make a video with them. I didn't even see this coming, honestly. I randomly just got a package in my P.O Box and I opened it and I was just like, what is going on? Like, how did they even get my address? But then I was like, well, my address is in my description box, but at the same time, it's kind of weird. Usually you would think someone would send me an email, and I did talk to them after and they said they had tried to send me an email, but it went to spam and they still sent me the package. So I mean, that was just so sweet. Like, I can't believe a company would do that. So I'm just super grateful, you know? Like, it's cool to have my channel be at a point where people want to send me stuff, you know? Because I put a lot of money into my channel, not just, you know, with equipment and all that, but I also see all the makeup products that I buy as an investment into my channel to hopefully get to a point where I don't have to spend that much money on makeup to review on my channel. Does that make sense? So it's nice to have gotten to a point where, you know, some brands actually like know I exist, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, this is awesome. This is like, I don't know, it's such a dream to be able to just try out products for you guys, let you know my opinion, because this is just so much fun. Like, I don't even care if the products end up being good or bad, but I just have a really good time just sitting down and talking to you guys and just putting makeup on my face. You know, that's what's so fun about makeup. It's just putting it on the face. It's more about the process than about the end result for me anyway. And I like being able to, you know, try to make different things work and just have fun with makeup. Okay, it is so hot in here. I forgot to turn the AC on and I am wearing long sleeves, which was a bad idea. But let's go into, see, now I'm kind of in doubt whether or not I want to use this purple here, because the purple is not really darker than the pink and I can't really use that to deepen this up with. So maybe I will go in with a black. Is that boring if I just do like a black and pink look? Maybe I'll use this purple to deepen up the outer corners with. So this is a shimmer shade, but I don't really mind using a shimmer shade to deepen up with. I think it works fine most of the time. I am going to spray this though, if I can just reach my Fix Plus. Man, my table here is a mess. I have so many things in front of me now. If you saw my table, you would freak out. So I'm just going to be packing this on my outer corners here. And I'm still using that kind of big fluffy brush because I want to be able to sort of blend this into my crease a bit as well. I'm not going to pull it all the way across, just on the outer third of my eye or so. So I guess I will not be using the black. I should have thought of that before, but I guess this is going to be more of a soft look because this is as deep as I'm going to go with this, because I don't really have any dark shimmers that I can use to deepen this up any further, and I don't want to layer a matte on top of a shimmer and then try to blend that out because I just don't really think that is going to work very well. But this is working beautifully actually. Like, I think that looks really good. So, and obviously big thank you to you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys, like, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to be testing out this stuff. And I am actually coming up to 1 year on YouTube on June 29th, I think it is. So I don't know, I want to do something special that day. I probably will do some kind of a giveaway, but I'm not going to be announcing it because I just don't like doing that. I don't like people finding my channel and just subscribing in order to get free stuff. Like, that is just not how I want to run things. So I'll probably do that like in a video around that time, but it's not going to be like a huge, like, oh my god, huge giveaway for, you know, a year or whatever. But I do want to do something a bit special. Like, does anybody have some kind of a video idea maybe that could be cool to do when I do hit 1 year? Like, do you want to see maybe a what I've learned on YouTube in my first year, or just let me know, like, any idea you have that you think could be cool to do as like my 1 year anniversary video. Let me know, because I would like to do something a bit special that isn't just a giveaway, because I feel like that's just what most people do, you know, and you guys know I'm just not like most people. So I think this is looking pretty nice actually. Not sure what I want to do on my lower lash line though, but I do want to use this gold on my lid. I think I also kind of want to use a silver, but I don't have a silver, so that might be kind of tough. I have like a dark gray here. No, that's gonna be way too dark. Yeah, I could have used that to deepen up with. Oh well. Maybe I'm just gonna use this gold. I'm gonna take this gold here called Bubbly, and I'm gonna use that on my flat shader brush here. And I don't think this is the best kind of brush for this shimmer because it's picking up very crumbly, but let me spray this and try anyway. So I'm just gonna put that on the rest of my lid basically. So this is going to be a pretty simple look. I just want to test out the formulas and just see how they do, you know? So I don't think I like this brush with this particular formula. I can't really tell what it is about it that I don't like, but I feel like the shimmer just isn't picking up the way that I like for it to with this brush. So I'm gonna switch to my Morphe M421 brush instead, which is just a very, very small like flat brush, and I prefer these for shimmers. And already I think this is picking up a lot better. And I'm just going to be fading this gold into the purple that I have on the outer part of my lid here. But I mean, this isn't too shabby for an eye look. Like, I don't hate this at all. Now, is this the kind of palette that I will reach for again? Probably not, just because of the color story and because I have palettes that I really, really love. But I think that this could be a great palette to like give as a gift to, like, you know, maybe your niece or nephew, or wait, nephew. No, that's what we say in Norway. In Norwegian, we say nephew, and it means both niece and nephew, so it's kind of confusing to me when I speak English sometimes because the words don't mean the same in English, so. But this could be like a nice gift for someone who's a bit younger, you know? See, I think for me, like, if someone sends me something, like, I don't think that I will ever not want to try something if I got it sent for free. Like, I like makeup enough that I will give any makeup a chance, but I'm very picky with what I buy. But I'll review pretty much anything. So, you know, anything that comes my way, I will still be super grateful for. And I know that a lot of people are you know, I have different preferences than me, and even though I might not like something, doesn't mean that someone else isn't going to like it. So I definitely, you know, I'm very open to trying color stories and stuff and formulas that I maybe wouldn't buy myself, but if I get sent to me, like, I'm not gonna say no, because it's still fun to try out new things, and it's not like I have anything to lose, you know? So I feel like this shimmer just went out a bit chunkier on this side, probably because I used that other brush to start off, so they're not looking exactly the same, which I keep trying to pack it on this side, but it's just not having it. So we're just gonna leave it the way it is right now. I still think this looks pretty though, you know? I like this color combo. So what do I want to do on my lower lash line? Do I want to do something different? Do I want to maybe try out one other shade? I feel like blue would look really good with this, so maybe I'll take Twinkle. This is more of a satin. It's not really like a very glittery shimmer, so I'm gonna probably put this on my lower lash line because why not? That's why we're here. Going to spray this as well as always. And then I'm just going to be putting that all the way across my lower lash line here. Wow, that is beautiful. I don't know how well you can see that. I just put on a little. See, I think a blue shimmer is my favorite kind of shimmer to have on my lower lash line. I don't know why. I just think it looks so pretty. And I really like this color. So I really like how this is looking. So I guess what I have next is I'm going to use the mascara that they sent me. And it also comes with a lash primer. You guys know how picky I am with mascara, so I don't have the highest of expectations, but we're of course going to go in with this with an open mind and just try it, see what happens. But before that, I am going to put on a little bit of liner because I just like having a little bit of liner, so I'm going to use my Too Faced Better Than Sex liner. And I'm just going to do a line. I don't think I'll be doing a wing. I'm also going to pop something in my waterline, and I thought about doing blue, but I kind of want to do like a lilac, so I'm going to use Crybaby by ColourPop just to bring back a little bit of lightness in there and make my lower lash line really pop. I'm also going to curl my lashes because I always curl my lashes. I don't know how people don't, because I find that it makes such a big difference in how my mascara applies on top if I do curl my lashes. And I'm first going to go ahead and go in with the lash fibers. Oh god. What is this? I am terrified. I've tried like a 4D lash mascara before, but I don't know if I want to put this on my eyes. Honestly, I've tried these kind of fibers before and they get into my eyes and they really hurt, and I'm not about that. So I'm just going to use the mascara. I don't want to use these on my eyes. I apologize, but we're gonna try out the mascara at least and see how this one looks. So here's what the wand looks like. It's very, very, very big. Not a huge fan of like super big mascara wands, but we're gonna give this a chance and see how that goes. This is the biggest mascara wand I think I've used my whole life. And I mean, it's not doing a whole lot. I feel like it's probably because it's meant to be used with the fiber mascara, and maybe this would look a lot better layered on top of that, but as of right now I don't see much of anything. I see a little bit of length and separation, but I don't really see a lot of volume. This is not my kind of mascara wand either, so maybe that's what's kind of throwing me off. Like, I feel like there's just too much room in between like the bristles. I don't know, I feel like there's just not enough products like on the bristles themselves, and the bristles are so long that I can't get to like the root of the wand with the bristles because I'm going to poke myself in the eye. But we're just gonna try to build on this and see how intense I can get this. So I mean, it's not terrible, it's just taken a very long time, and I don't like the wand on this. I think the formula would be fine if I used a different kind of wand with this, but the way the wand is just a little bit too big, and I don't feel like the formula really gets onto the bristles that much. They just kind of gather and clump at the root of the bristles. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's just how I feel when I use this mascara. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Bad Gal Bang. Don't judge, I need it because I'm very picky with my lashes. I want my lashes to look nice and long and voluminous and just separated and everything I can. So I'm just gonna go in with a bit of my Bad Gal Bang. This one is drying out though, so it's not as good as it was like a month ago. Like, that's one thing I don't like about this mascara, is that it just dries out really quickly. I feel like after I've used it for like 6 weeks, I start to notice it really drying out, and then after 2 months, I basically need to replace it. But I do tend to stock up and buy these when they are on sale. So last time there was a sale at Ulta, I think I bought like 5 of these for half off. So it's not the end of the world, you know, if I end up paying like $12, I think, for each of these mascaras. So I think that's worth it. Oh, I totally should have put some on my lower lash line as well, but I'm going to use a different mascara. I'm going to use my Smashbox, what is this called? Super Fan Mascara. I really like this. This is a mini. This is one of my favorite mascaras to use on my lower lashes because I like the mini mascara ones for my lower lashes, but I don't like them for my top. But this mascara formula, however, is really nice. Okay, so the face is done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off my lip gloss, and then we're going to try out some of the liquid lipsticks that I have. I'm not going to lip swatch all of these, but I will show you swatches on my arm because my lips already hate me for whatever reason, probably because I have not been taking very good care of them lately. So like I said, I'm not going to be lip swatching all of these, but here's what the first set looks like. So we have a very bright pink, a red, and like a dark purple. And I mean, these colors are so beautiful. I would wear all of these. I think they are absolutely stunning. So I think the one that I want to try on, I think I'm going to try on one from this set and then one from the nude set as well. So I'm going to go in with the bright pink, which is called XOX. I love me a good bright pink lipstick. I don't know why I don't wear them more often, but I really, really do like them. So let's just try this and see how it looks. So I do feel like it's a little bit patchy, so it probably needs 2 layers, so I'm gonna wait for this to dry a little bit. But I do think that the packaging on all of these products are so cute, like especially the boxes. Now, I'm not going to keep the boxes because I'm not that kind of person, but just in general, like I really like the packaging on all of these things, really. Even like the highlighting sticks, like this is so cute with like little polka dots and stuff. So let me go in with another layer of this lipstick now. So that looks so much better with 2 layers. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop one of the lip glosses on top of this as well. I want to use one of the like glittery sparkly topper shades. And I'm going to go into the pink one that's a very, it doesn't have a name on it, so I don't know how to explain it. But this is like the hot pink side and this is the sparkly side that goes with it. So I'm going to pop that sparkly side on top. Does this dry down? Oh wow. I am going to use my finger though because I don't want to get the applicator all gross and full of lipstick. I'm just going to tap this on. That is super pretty. I really like that. That is a beautiful topper to a lipstick. Maybe that's how I will use these because I feel like these are going to just bring life to any liquid lipstick that you wear. So I think that is beautiful. So these two right here as a combination, that looks so good. So I'm going to take this off and then we're going to put on one of the lipsticks from the nude set as well, just to kind of see how they are. As for the formula, it feels a little bit drying. I mean, it is a matte liquid lipstick and it's probably going to be very long lasting. So let's just see how easy this is to remove. Okay, so it does come off, but it's taking a little bit of rubbing. It's not too bad. I feel like the harder it is to remove a lipstick, the longer it's going to last. I mean, duh. But I don't feel like this is one of those that's going to like not budge at all because it is coming off. But I definitely think these are going to be pretty long lasting still. And we're gonna jump into the nude set. So this nude set also comes with a set of 3. It has one very light nude and it has a kind of mauvey light nude as well, and then a kind of darker nude. So 3 basically nudes, I guess you could call it. I don't think these have names on them. Oh wait, these do have names on them. So the latest one is called Champagne, then we have Malibu and Girlfriend. So I think what I'm gonna use is, should I use the mauvey one just because it kind of goes with my look? Is that what I want to do? Or do I want to use one of the nudes? I feel like I'm gonna go with the mauvey one because I like mauvey lipstick and like lipsticks more on the pink side. So I'm gonna pop this on and then we're gonna see if I have a gloss I can go with this. This is called Malibu. Ooh, that's a beautiful, beautiful color. Yeah, that is super pretty. This is the kind of nude that I like. I don't really like the brown kind of nudes as much. I mean, I do like them, and there is definitely a place for them in my collection. I do have quite a few, but I feel like I tend to reach for like the kind of pinky nudes a lot more often. So I do want to put a gloss on top of this one as well. Which one do I want to use? Maybe I'll use the gloss that was on the side of the lipstick, or the gloss that I used earlier. So this is the gloss that I had on in the beginning of the video, so I'm going to try this side now and just pop that right on top. And I guess I will just use the applicator on this because they're kind of the same color. I mean, not really, but maybe I'm just lazy, I don't know. So that is beautiful as well, but I feel like I like the application more when I use my fingers because I felt like the glitters kind of stayed on my lips more and it didn't get pressed into the lipstick as much. But I mean, this was beautiful. So I'm honestly so happy with everything. Was there anything I didn't like? I don't think so. I honestly think I liked everything. Now, I didn't love the eyeshadow palette, but mostly just because of the color story. And I mean, I feel like it performed pretty good. It was just that matte pink that was giving me a bit of a hard time, but I mean, it still ended up blending out, and I don't know, I think it's okay, you know, it's not bad, and I think it's, what, $19, $20? So it's not a bad price for a lot of shadows, and I think this color story is something that a lot of people would really love, and like I said earlier, I think this would be such a cute gift for someone, you know what I mean? Maybe someone who's a bit younger, maybe someone who's just getting into makeup. Like, I don't think someone who has a very big makeup collection is going to really enjoy this palette that much because they probably already own these shades 10 times over, and they probably also own like really good formulas in these shadows. So I don't know, I mean, I think it's a cute palette. I just noticed this, like in the mirror it says you are too cute. I don't know if you can even say that, but that is so cute. I love Betsey Johnson so much, and this was so much fun. So thank you again to FragranceNet for sending me this stuff. I am honestly a bit blown away still, even though it's been a month and I've tried to process this, and I'm just like, why me? You know? Like, this is so cool. Like, just thank you so much for letting me try out all this stuff. This was so much fun, and I can actually see myself reaching for a lot of these things in the future. Oh, one thing that I did not like was the mascara. I'm just really picky with mascaras, I'm so sorry. And also this fiber thing just freaks me out. I have tried this once in the past, like not this one, but a fiber mascara, and it didn't end well, so. So I'm just like scarred for life now, and I don't ever want to try a fiber mascara ever again. But everything else I really liked. So even the highlighting sticks, I mean, those were beautiful, and I actually want to try that pink one now. And I never thought I would say I would use a highlighting stick because I don't think I've ever used one before in my life. So yeah, thank you so much to everybody for watching. Thank you guys for making this a dream come true for me, and for just being here for my channel, for supporting me. It really does help me out so much, and you guys know I love you all so much. So thank you so much for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing and joining my family, and hopefully I will see you all in my next one. Bye!